Hi Taurus, here is the first of your general readings for the month of November 2017. This month I've decided not to do readings for love and relationships. I'm still going to do the ex-partner readings as long as people are still interested in seeing those. But I've decided to do 2 general readings for each sign, okay? Just to see what messages come through. It may be that one of those general readings applies to you, maybe the other one, maybe both, maybe parts of both readings will resonate with you. But I have just decided to do general readings and really just focus on what they feel you need to hear and be aware of for the upcoming month of November. Now, I'm also using a different spread. It's not a spread that I've used before, so I'm still slightly getting used to it myself, so please bear with me, okay? The card, though, that we've got at the center of the reading, we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and I'm hoping you can see it because there is a bit of glare from the sun. When that card is in the reverse, it talks about somebody not being focused enough, okay? Now, yes, it is Pentacles, so it could be in terms of finances, that somebody hasn't been focused enough on their finances. Maybe has been spending money, or somebody feels that the money's just kind of falling from their hands. In terms of a relationship, and looking at the other cards, I do feel this is more in terms of a relationship, this reading. It can be that either you or your partner have not been focused enough on each other or the relationship. Maybe somebody is losing interest. Maybe the other person feels as though the relationship is just slipping away from them. Because going into the first week, I've divided them into four columns, okay? So week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 with clarifiers on the end. Obviously, the messages can go into each week, so don't feel it's so structured in terms of week 1 and week 2. But the first 2 cards that we have up here for you for week 1, we've got the 4 of Wands in the reverse, and we've also got the World card, the Major Arcana, in the reverse. The 4 of Wands is often the card about marriage, okay, or a long-standing relationship, a committed relationship. When the World card is in the reverse, it can be about how that there's been this sudden ending to a relationship or a marriage. Now, this can be talking about past energy that's coming through into November, or it can be talking about an energy that's going to be there at the beginning of November. But the World card can talk about a sudden ending. Somebody putting a sudden ending to a relationship or a marriage, and really not giving any explanation, just saying that's the end and that's it. On the other aspect with these 2 cards, the 4 of Wands in the reverse can talk about a home that's not feeling as happy, not feeling at peace so much within that home. And the World card in the reverse can talk about an element of stagnation and boredom. So it could go 2 ways here. We could be talking about the sudden ending of a relationship here, or we could be talking about somebody that is feeling bored, feels as though they're in a rut, and feels as though the relationship is not bringing them the happiness that maybe it once did. Now, moving into the second week, we do have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we do have the Major Arcana, if I can pick it up, Temperance. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse is much better, because we're talking about how somebody, you or the other person, may have felt very much left out in the cold, okay? If we're talking about the sudden ending of a relationship, then it's going to make you feel that way. When the card is in the reverse, we see a recovery from that, okay? We see somebody starting to regain an element of self-confidence here. Temperance is about having a balanced perspective here. A balanced perspective of your long-term future, your long-term vision, okay? So the need may be, we see a recovery from feeling left out in the cold from this relationship. But as I said, it can go vice versa. It can be talking about somebody else. But we see the need here to gain a balance with temperance and to start to gain this balanced perspective of your long-term vision here. Going into the third week, we do have the Empress, which is another major arcana. And we've got that teamed with the Seven of Swords. Now, yes, the Empress is a loving, nurturing energy. But the Empress is all about the birth of a new idea. In the card, the Empress is actually pregnant. So maybe somebody is pregnant. But I'm feeling it's more talking about this new idea, this birth of a new idea. After gaining this perspective here, after feeling left out in the cold and recovering from that, we then got this, as I said, this birth of this new idea. But the Seven of Swords, it is a sneaky energy. But I think it's more talking about here how you're not choosing to share with others what it is that you're hoping to create here with this Empress. It may be, there could be an element of sneakiness with this Seven of Swords, but I feel it's more about you not wanting to share at the moment what this Empress is referring to for you. Going into the fourth week, we do have up here, we've got you here, the Queen of Pentacles, being a Taurus. You're in your own element here, which is good, okay? You're focusing on your finances and you're feeling very grounded and you're starting to feel much more secure here. We've then got it teamed down the bottom here with the Hermit. Now, the thing with the Hermit, he can see his path ahead very clearly, okay? But he needs to take some time to reflect, some time to go within himself. See, I think with the Empress, it's all about you planning your next move, okay? Planning your future direction here. To me, after the collapse of this relationship. With the Seven of Swords, as I said, you're not choosing to tell anybody about this. Maybe playing your cards very close to your chest here. Keeping your thoughts and your ideas to yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles, we see you in your own element there, okay? So whatever it is that's new that you're trying to create is going to bring this grounded energy, okay? Maybe, you know, it is that you're going to start to focus more on your work and your finances. But I think the Hermit is telling you that although you've made these plans for your future and you may be feeling quite secure and quite grounded, there may be a need here for you to go inside to reflect on what has taken place here. Now, to go alongside you up here with the Queen of Pentacles, I've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and I've got Judgment in the reverse. The Eight of Wands can be two things. It can be about communication coming in, but communication that could be more harsh. But it can also be talking about no communication. Teamed with the Judgment card can often be about resurrecting something from the past, giving a second chance. In the reverse, there's no second chance being granted there. Alongside the Hermit, we've got the Five of Cups, and then alongside that, we've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Five of Cups is about focusing on something that's been lost here and not focusing on what still remains, because there's still positivity here, but here we're talking about your emotions. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that you've emotionally invested in. In the reverse, it can be about a lack of closure. It can be that push-pull with your emotions. Should I stay? Should I go? Maybe this Eight of Cups teamed with this Judgment card is that push-pull. Should I give a second chance? Should I not? The lack of closure could be, as I said at the beginning with the World card, somebody bringing a relationship to a sudden end with no real explanation. The Five of Cups. See, I think the Hermit is there for the need for you to go in, because I think externally you're okay. Externally, when it comes to your finances and your career, you're all right. But I think in terms of your emotions, they may very well be fluctuating. And emotionally, you may be focusing on the emotional loss of this relationship. But I'm not seeing any second chances being granted here, okay? I'm just seeing the need for you to maybe take some time out to reflect on what's happened. The weird thing about this, the feeling I'm picking up is whether, if it's the other person that's ended this relationship or this marriage, I don't really see it impacting on you too badly. I know we've got this focus here with this Five of Cups about focusing on the loss on an emotional level, but I'm still not picking up anything too severe there. I just think if you take this time to reflect, you'll be able to deal with that loss, that emotional loss. And I don't see it impacting on you too badly. Maybe the World card, as well as talking about that sudden ending, is also reflecting here this stagnation, this boredom that may have been felt by both of you within this relationship. The card that I've got at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So we've got this new beginning here with this ace. The ace is always a new beginning. And I know a lot of people see the wands as something creative, something that maybe in terms of work and career. But I often see the wands as well in terms of something that's sparking that passion within us, something that we're going to feel very passionate about. It may be the start of a new career, but it may also be the start of a new relationship for some of you, okay? It may just be that you're starting to feel this new passionate, fiery energy, feeling fired up about your future and the plans that you're putting in place for your future. Because that's the thing, I'm not picking up for whom this is resonating with in regards to the breakup of a relationship. I'm just not feeling as though somebody is heartbroken by it. Yes, affected emotionally. Maybe an element of sadness, but not really affected that badly. So we're ending the month anyway with this new beginning here with this Ace of Wands. Whatever it be, whether it be in terms of how you're feeling, in terms of a relationship, in terms of a career, a new creative venture, whatever the Ace of Wands is, there's something new opening up for you. But the month of November for me is definitely talking about something coming to an end here. Okay, Taurus, that does conclude this reading. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.